Hi, this is Shannah. Welcome to my channel. And this is a new moon reading. This is what is starting in your life reading. So, as usual, we have 3 piles to choose from. You have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So, take your time to choose your reading, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So, if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So we're going to see what is starting in your life now with this new moon energy. So this over here, so we know we're at the right pile. Now let's start. We're starting with the tarot cards. We have then the Page of Cups. We have the Fool, and we have the Nine of Cups. Oh wow, pile number 1. The first thing that I'm seeing is that probably most of you that chose this pile will be falling in love. This is what is starting. So many of you, I have the feeling, will be single and you're falling in love. And maybe, like for the first time since a long time, like not the first time at all, but as you haven't been feeling this way for a long time is the feeling I have here. And here with the Page of Cups, so there's a new love interest for you, especially if you're single. If you're in a relationship, it could be this renewed falling in love with your partner, this new love energy or a new way of communicating, finding a new side that you fall in love with all over again. So whatever it is, there's a lot of love here in the air, and there's communication here. So you will be talking with this person. This is someone you'll have direct communication with. So it's not something that is like a distant crush or long distance crush that you're not even talking to, nothing like that. So it's something you will have contact with. So it could also be for some of you, doesn't have to apply for everyone, that someone from your past then reconnects and reaches out, because the Page of Cups is reaching out, is sending messages, is communicating, and again it's a new start. And here's love, especially love. And the Fool is also a new start and also trusting and taking a risk and going a new path. So what I get from this as well, that many of you who chose pile 1, maybe, when it comes to love, you haven't been very active. You've been kind of more hiding from it. And, in order to protect yourself. But now you will start opening up again to love and taking that risk of loving and being loved in return. And with the Nine of Cups, this is exactly what will happen. You will find a true love here. So like exactly what you've been looking for is something that you've been missing, something you've been, manifesting first just in your head, visualizing, idealizing it, because idealizing is putting it into ideas, but now it's going to manifest. It's like now the time is right for this to manifest, and it will. And you may be a bit fearful at first. It's like, oh, can I trust this? But you will trust it and you will take that risk, and it's going to be beautiful. So what I see here from most of you here, pile 1, is you falling in love. Why do I say most of you? Because there's also another interpretation possible here, because here is the cups energy, and we have 2 cups cards, is also about creativity, is also about inspiration, and also intuition. So what I get here is also like a new idea for a creative project. Of course, if we had Wands energy here, this would be for sure. But I get here is more this inspiration, having these beautiful ideas. And I'm getting like poetry and painting for most of you. Yeah, writing. And poetry can even be like in the sense of writing lyrics for a song, for instance. But I see here putting beautiful thoughts in and expressing them in beautiful ways. Dancing could be also here a possibility. And there could be a new project. You're having a new idea and you want to start something new, and you're going to be successful because it's like a wish coming true here. you're taking a risk when it comes to your creativity. It didn't probably you could be showing yourself or showing your work to a public, and it's going to be a dream come true. It's going to be quite successful, quite beautiful. There'll be a big reason to celebrate. But speaking of celebration, because Nine of Cups is always so about drinking, about celebrating. So it could be that you meet this person at a party. Maybe you're going to an event or to a party or to a celebration that you weren't planning on going, or or maybe it's not really your type of thing, but you're going anyway, and that's where you meet this person. So I have the feeling it's going to be quite unexpected or out of the ordinary, in a situation that is out of the ordinary for you. So what other cards do we have here? Then we have new moon in Aquarius, open to change. And we have, oh wow, okay, we have a new start is coming, new moon, and it's really a new start. Oh wow, so it's really a new phase in your life. Pile number one, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I really am. So wonderful. And you see this card is really telling you, hey, open yourself up to change. You know, maybe you were hurt in the past. Maybe, you have your doubts about, the intentions of other people and if things really are going to work out the way you'd like them to, but open to change. Let this beautiful change come in your life, because it's really a start, a new start that's waiting to happen. And this person, I think this person has been in your energy for a long time. There's someone lined up for you, like Abraham Hicks likes to say. So someone is already lined up for you. You just have to open yourself to this change. And I think you're going to do it. It's happening right now in your energy. Wow, pile number one, so amazing. Oh God. Then we have number two. And it's again a new moon card, and it's beginnings. This is wonderful. So again, it's like, for me with these cards, it's like you're standing on the threshold of a new phase of your life. It's really a new beginning, and it's going to make your life more beautiful, and it's all you ever wanted. This is so amazing. I'm so happy that I could give you this good news, but I'm just very happy. And I don't have much else to say, because the cards are so on point and they're pointing in the same direction. It's a new beginning. And for most of you, it will be in your love life, and it could also be in your creative life as well, or career, if your career has to do with creativity in some way. So, well, congratulations, pile number one. These are wonderful news, and I wish you all the best. I hope the reading resonates and inspires you, and I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful time. Thank you. If you chose pile number two, this is your reading. So we're going to put this star up here. Oh, doesn't want to. There you go. So we have the right reading. So pile number two. What is coming to you? So what is starting in your life? First of all, we have the Five of Swords. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Strength card. Okay. So what I see here can be some kind of disagreement coming your way, a fallout. And I know it doesn't sound like very positive, but I think this is something that is already happening in your life. You're already in a situation, or you can feel it coming, because the Five of Swords is really like, it's about winning or losing. So it's about a clash, either you lose or you win. But I have the feeling like it's a situation where there are no winners, there are no losers. It's like it can also represent a bruised pride or a bruised self-image. And here with the rose, I'm getting like this sense of War of the Roses, right? The film, not the historical war in England. Kind of that film where people just start fighting out of pettiness, out of instead of communicating in a constructive way, they have too many emotions bottled up, and there's it's almost then too late to communicate in a constructive way. But I see here that the situation is going to get better. So this could be like a situation that you're already in, or you feel someone is provoking it, or you feel growing, gaining momentum, some kind of fight or disagreement. And but here with the Knight of Pentacles is like going now in a more positive direction. So be it like a disagreement in your partnership, or in your career at work, or in a project, it's going to get better, because I see here that both parties are going to make an effort to make it work in a more positive way. It's going to take time. See, the Knight of Pentacles, it's the slowest moving card from the Knights. And the Knight of Pentacles, so the Knights have to do with communication, also with messages, with forward movement, but this one is very slow. Why? Because it's like they want you and this other person, or your place of work, you want to take it slow. You want to make sure that things are right. You want to make sure that every step has a strong foundation. And you want to be careful, again, not to fall into the same trap of this like rage energy, so to say. And so here with the strength is really like controlling yourself, controlling your emotions, controlling your impulses. That's what we get here, in order to make a situation work in a more positive way. And it will happen. So if you're already having like this kind of energy in your life, I want you to know that it's going to get better. It's going to take some effort, indeed, it will, but it's going to be successful, okay? This situation will improve. It's going to take some time and patience, but it will improve. Now, what do the other cards have to tell us? We have then full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Exactly what we were saying is the energy here of the strength card. Really nice. Then we have a win-win outcome is forecast. So it's really like confirming the energy that we had already with the tarot cards. Really nice. So cool your emotions. So the emotions are going to be running high, which will have the tendency then to start fights or disagreements. There's lack of patience, lack of tolerance. That doesn't mean that you or the other person are intolerant people per se, but it just means that at that moment, and this is like a full moon in Aries, like these feelings or these points of view or perspectives, they are bloated, like almost out of proportion. And it's very difficult then to direct them or redirect them in a positive way. Something that takes time and effort is you really like to control and cool your emotions. You need some self-control here, and the other person too, or people. It's not just you. But you see here it's going to get better with effort, with patience, with also some self-reflection. You are able to reach this win-win forecast. And it's wonderful that it's Libra, because Libra is also about diplomacy. They're the best diplomats ever. And so it's also inviting you to use some diplomacy in a situation, that you are being confronted with, because only by really controlling your impulses you can do this. Maybe some of you are a lot more patient and loving than others. Like I'm someone, for instance, that explodes easily, and a really strength card is the best advice for me in every situation. So I really feel what you're going through, or probably will be going through, but it will pay off. It will be the best option not to explode on the other person, even if they are being jerks to you. You don't have to be a jerk to them in return, So that is what the cards are kind of reminding you, because it's so easy to fall into that trap, of giving back or paying in the same coin, like giving back in the same measure. They're telling you, do not do that eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. That's biblical, and for some people it may work, but it's not up to date anymore. Nowadays it's more about, or it should be at least, more about cooperation, more about communication, like positive and constructive communication. It doesn't mean that we don't fight, but still there's the power of self-reflection and knowing, okay, what was my part in all of this? What do I like to do better? And what kind of response I would like from the other person? Because sometimes we react in a strange way because we're not getting the response we wanted. But that's a thing that we can all communicate, but it takes time and effort and self-discipline, and it's not always possible. So you have my full understanding if, this proves to be a bit difficult for you. It won't be difficult for everyone, like I was saying. So please take it as it resonates for you. And then we have the last card, and we have 40, we have darkness. This is the long night moon. I find this quite interesting because what I'd like to tell you here in this situation with the darkness, it's not as bad as it seems. Like with the long dark moon, it seems like, the darkness will be there forever, and it's not the case. It's just telling you, just like the moon, it's just the phase. So if things seem too bleak and too out of control, just take a step back, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, relax your jaws, yeah? And remember, this is just a phase, and there are solutions, there are possibilities. Just needs, again, I'll just repeat myself, to take some time and effort and some self-reflection as well, to have then a safe and sound foundation to build on afterwards. It's like if there's a storm happening or disagreement happening, it's like clearing the air for something new and worthwhile to manifest. Okay, so pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it inspires you, I hope it resonates, and I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So you've chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So what is starting in your life now with this new moon? Let's put it here so everyone knows they have the right reading. So we're starting with the tarot cards, and then we're moving on to the oracle cards. And the first one is then the Ace of Wands. Then we have the Six of Cups. And we have the Knight of Cups. Oh, wow. Now, this has for me 2 main possibilities of interpretation, and I'm giving them both. And if other interpretations come to mind, I'll share with you as well. Now, the first thing, of course, because we have then the Knight of Cups, so this could be relating to love. And with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups, for me, this immediately tells me someone from your past is coming back, and there's a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. It's like you're watering this plant of love again, and you're letting it grow in a beautiful way, in a better way than the past, because you've learned the lessons from the past. And now there's a new offer, like a more mature offer coming, because the Ace of Wands is the beginning, is the seed, but it had time to grow. And maybe you were even apart and you could grow, on different paths. But now there's a new chance, there is healing, there's more mature, there's a new beginning, right? It's like this love has never died. Some of you, I can feel it. You know exactly what I'm talking about, that the person, like that's coming to mind, and that person is coming back, definitely. And for others of you, the other interpretation has more to do with your creativity, with your career, with your projects. And it's like this something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe since childhood, you had this idea, oh, I want to be a dancer, I want to be a singer, I want to be an astronaut. Why not go for it? But there's a chance now of realizing this dream. There's a chance now of creating beautiful things with this talent that you have, because this is a talent that you have, and you already had this talent, or you recognize this talent in yourself as a child, but for some reason you couldn't continue with that, and you let it fall asleep, so to say, but you are reawakening this dream. That suddenly you get this inspiration and you can use these talents or these ideas, because the Knight of Cups is also an opportunity. Is that someone coming to you, for instance, with an offer? It doesn't have to be just a love offer. It could be a partnership offer when it comes to creative projects, even career, even like a new job. This could be then this offer coming in. And it's really beautiful because it feels like a dream come true, like a childhood dream coming true for you. Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of white and green for some reason, because I usually don't associate these colors with it, but for some reason I'm also getting healing. There's something that, for instance, a health issue that is probably been bothering you for some time. There's a chance of healing it. New energy and new possibilities are being presented. Again, there's an offer, maybe there's a new treatment, something that is new, a new procedure, something that is new that will be presented to you, and you'll have the chance of healing. That's really beautiful. Now, let's see what the other cards have to say. We have the new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Oh my God, beautiful. Yeah. Then we have full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. And with these two, there's another card, but I'll show you in a second. With these two cards, what we have here is really, maybe if it's like someone from the past really coming in, could be also someone new actually, but I have the feeling with the Six of Cups that could be someone from the past, or maybe it's love that is developing out of a long-standing friendship. That could be true as well. And there could be some fear, will this work? If the first time around didn't work that well, could it work now? Or we have such a wonderful friendship, would this be a good idea, to turn it into something more? But there's so much passion, there's so much attraction here. The cards are really telling you, trust, everything will be well, everything will be all right. And with the Virgo energy, it's also very sensible and pragmatic energy. So this is not something that's just a flimsy feeling. No, this is something true. This is something that's worthwhile, really beautiful. And if it's concerning career, it's the same thing actually. Because sometimes when we're confronted with the realization of our dreams, we can really get, panicky about it, because maybe we're not expecting it. But everything will be well. Just go for it with all your passion. Go for it. It's time. Then we have number 8, the path. And this is the waxing crescent, number 6. There you go. And this is a new path, opening up for you. These are new opportunities. And this is really, really beautiful because you're starting a new life. So be it new love or a new take on an old love, or be it a new path when it comes to your career and creativity, this is really something really new coming in, and something you can grow from and realize all your dreams. So what I see starting in your life is fulfillment, almost like on every level. Really, really beautiful. I don't know if you can hear the hammering. These are my neighbors. They're refurbishing still. But we don't let ourselves be distracted. So, and this was your reading, pile number 3. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you, and I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.